quantum leaping from the good girl archetype, sitting in the energy of the witch wounds and struggling in imposter syndrome, to published author and business exploding in less than a year. Today we're going to talk about Stacie's story. As I'm waiting for her to hop on, Stacie is now a published author of 2 books. And we are going to chat about how she went from sitting in that imposter syndrome, good girl energy, and the witch wounds to now where she is in less than 1 year. And before I bring her on, what I want to share with you first is it doesn't matter if you want to be a published author or not. It doesn't matter if you where you want to be in your business. What I want you to do is, as you are watching this, as you are listening to Stacie and I's conversation, as I'm getting ready to bring her on, what I want for you to do is I want for you to just really do some self-reflection and see where it is that her story resonates, and some of the questions that I ask her, see where it is where you are in your life. And as she's sharing how she's transformed and where she is now in her life and her business, I want you to future pace yourself and see what's possible for you, because this is possible for you. This is the reality. And again, whether it's you want to publish a book, or you want a specific program or signature program, or you want to become a yoga instructor or a multi-Reiki master as Stacie is, or whatever this looks like for you, this is exactly what's possible in the realm of what it is that you desire, what's in your soul and what's in your heart. Okay, so let's bring on Stacie. Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. It must be warmed up there now.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes, same. I'm 115 here yesterday.
It's
It's crazy.
it's beautiful out.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, first of all, I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
And okay, so I just have to share with everyone really quick. We did a live in January or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. And things have already changed. I feel like it's like the life of 1,000 deaths over and over again. It's like shed, leap, and it is blowing my
I
mind.
know. It's been crazy. Things have just been so quick to change.
Yes. I love that. And as someone that just completed the Untamed Healer mini mind, and one of the things she's like, I did not realize the speed in which this happens. And I'm like, yup.
Yeah.
You're welcome. But sometimes we think when speed happens, because of our spiritual awakening, it's like, oh shit, now things are going to fall apart. And that's just not true. And in the work that we do.
Not really, no.
No, I love this. Okay, so I did a little bit of an introduction, but I would love for you to share with everyone a little bit about you, and then of course I'll ask you some questions too.
Okay. Well, hi, I'm Stacie. I am a multi-Reiki master, a shadow work life coach. Now I am a published author of 2 books. And yeah, I'm a yoga instructor, meditation teacher, and basically just building a holistic healing business.
Mm.
And currently, I'm working on building a couple of micro courses. And yeah, that's me. Super excited.
And not to brag or anything, but also getting ready to do your first author signing.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to be doing an author signing here in Winston-Salem towards the end of June. They have this event, it's every month, called Art Crush. And the place that I do my meditation classes in, they want me to not only come in and do an author signing, but they want to start carrying my books. So that's really exciting.
So cool. I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting the hit. Do you have bookstores in your area?
Um, there are a couple, yes. There are a lot of so there's big bookstores, but there's also like independent bookstores as well.
Or I just heard crystal shops too.
I haven't really went to too many of them around here. A lot of them are a little um, TikTok-y.
Got it. I'm with you.
Yeah,
Um, maybe go pitch yourself. That just like came in really loud.
yeah.
I never know what's gonna happen when we get on live. So yeah, there's that for you. Okay, so tell everyone like who you were before like your programs, like you creating programs and becoming an author, like Stacie last year. Who is this girl?
Um, this even just this time last year, I definitely thought a lot smaller. Um, I had this my big my big dream was like I want to have a little shop and I want to like do my Reiki and I want to teach a yoga class and I want like this tiny little shop and I was like I knew where it would be and I knew what it would look like and it was like just this one little thing and that was all I wanted and that was my big dream and I never thought I'd ever be able to publish a book. I never thought I would ever have a course or an anything. I never thought I'd have any of it. And then I took the Rising Phoenix program. I kind of just was like, ew, my life is like so small. My dreams are so small. My fears are so small. And then it was like, well, why not? Why can't I do these things? So I started like just playing around with the idea, wouldn't it be fun to try? What would happen if I tried? So, I started playing around with the idea of like, what if I did try to publish a book, a journal? What if I did try to make a course? And then things just started happening.
I love that. That's one of my favorite like subconscious tricks. It's like, wouldn't it be fun if? Ooh, wouldn't it be interesting if? Because it's like, it would be cool if it happened, but I'm okay if it doesn't. And the
Yeah.
universe is like, okay, girl,
Like now you're
I got
right.
you. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's already on its way, so just get out of the way and just let me do the thing, right? Um, so why do you think, or why do you feel that your dreams were small, like that you were playing in the realm of like watering down what the possibility and the potential of your dreams? Like, what do you think was like I hate the word like holding you back, but like weighing you down?
Oh no, it was holding me back. That's the perfect wording because I already know. So I grew up in a small town in PA. And Pennsylvania itself is just small.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so everything about my upbringing was very good girl. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
be small, think small. Don't be too big for your britches, like good girls don't have big dreams. The good girl is like, you sit still, be quiet, be pretty, you don't get to do the big things. That's for boys. Like I remember, and this is so sad, but like I remember I wasn't allowed to learn how to cut grass because that's a boy's job. And I wasn't allowed, like, I never learned how to change a tire until I was like 24 years old because that's what boys do. Boys change tires for girls. Like, it was so weird. And it wasn't until a couple of months ago when we were visiting PA that it really hit me like, wow, all of those small dreams that I had were wrapped up in PA. It was once I left Pennsylvania that the big dreams started to really emerge. And it was after I left PA that I started to really take the risks and start to trust myself because I was out of that closed, small minded area that I could really explore and open myself up to more possibilities. So it was like once I broke out of that good girl small mentality that I was like, wow, hindsight is 2020. Like, what kind of subconscious programming did I really experience?
Yeah, and I'm curious on your astrocartography as well. I'm not an expert in this, but I think it's really interesting how like the specific lines based on you specifically in different areas of the world bring out different things too, because yeah, same. I grew up in a small town in Southwest Iowa. I went back and I was at the bowling alley with my brother-in-law and my husband, and some of my classmates were there, and I was just like kind of ignoring them. I'm like, I want nothing to do with you. And one of my classmates' parents was there, and they were like something about the motorcycle rally that happens in Sturgis, South Dakota every year. And he's like, well, I figured you like those kinds of things because of all the jewelry and the tattoos you have. And I'm like, okay, excuse me while I roll my eyes out of my head while you judge me. But it's like, but you know, I say that laughing, but it's also like such a really interesting perspective to zoom out and be like, wow, what a shift that we've been able to have, as well as like you allow yourself to grow and expand. And it was shortly after, or I think it was actually shortly before the Rising Phoenix that you had moved to where you are now, right?
Oh yeah, it was like almost in the process of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting because Katie, who just went through the last round of the Rising Phoenix, she actually had just moved as well. And Ruth, who went through the Rising Phoenix with you, she's actually getting ready to move to somewhere else. So there's like, and then I just moved. Like there's like this whole moving thing. So I'm not saying that you'll move during the Rising Phoenix, but I'm just saying that it might happen.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is so like I like to look into like ley lines and stuff, and Winston-Salem is actually on a ley line. So Pilot Mountain is a well-known like hotspot. So
Hmm.
we're on a ley line.
Of course you are. That makes so much sense. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to look
Oh
too.
yeah.
Um, so I know that like the witch wounds and imposter syndrome were big ones for you as well. I want to talk about the witch wounds because this was coming in because I know you went through Rising in Power as well, which is one of my free 5-day experiences. And the witch wound, I think it was the witch wound day, right? That you were like, this didn't
Yeah.
resonate. You're like, I've got nothing. And I'm like, why is that?
So I feel like that was always the one thing that like ever since I embraced my like witchy side, I've never held back from it. Because I was
Ah,
just like, you know what, this is me, and like done. Like I just it was like a switch, like it was on and it was on. Like
yeah.
there was no turning back.
Yes.
So like I was listening to it and I'm just like I listened to it and I listened to it. I'm like none of this is hitting anymore. Like no.
Yes. Yeah. Isn't that so interesting? Because it's like, okay, well, you know, and while I'm thinking about this, my husband is listening to personal development now, which is so hot. P.S. I've been in this world forever, and he's like, do you listen to personal personal development?" Like, no, that's not me. I don't do that. I definitely don't coach.
No,
Like,
never. No,
but
like
it was so interesting, but also to go back and listen to some of those motivational speakers because I was like, okay, let me listen to it from this perspective. I was like, those are amazing. And it definitely served the purpose of the time when I listened to them. And I still think they're amazing humans and their purpose and their mission and their passion and how they're changing lives. And what they're saying doesn't resonate anymore because I'm like, I have such a different view. And I was like, it's so interesting, like just kind of tying this back to the witch wound, where it's like sometimes like you heal this piece of you and you're like, I don't like that doesn't make sense anymore because you've gotten to the other side. It's not even another side. It's just like it's just unshackled. It's like everything just fell and it was like, here I am.
right.
Yeah. So that was really funny to me when I saw you when I saw you comment that. I was like, that makes sense. I already know the answer to this one, but I'm gonna ask her anyway.
Right.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then imposter syndrome, I knew was a really big one. So how was that showing up in your life?
Um, So imposter syndrome still likes to poke its little head up every once in a
Of
while.
course.
I think I still had like a little moment yesterday.
Hmm.
Um, and it wasn't, it was actually a muggle job moment.
Uh-huh.
And, I was texting my guy and I was just like, ah, like I sent him the burnt out smiley face emoji,
Hmm.
and he goes, "What is that? The burnt out sun?" And I was like, "No, that's the burnt out me. I'm the burnt out sun." And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, all these people, and they just keep telling me no, and they're so mean, and I'm like, I'm no good at this, like, And he's like, are you? And I'm like, no, but it's not that I'm not good. I just had a frustrating day, and I'm frustrated.
Yes.
Let me be frustrated.
Yes. Let me have this human moment.
Yes. Let me be meat soup for a moment here.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, ew. So
No.
then he decided to be cute because sometimes he has moments where he can be cute, and sometimes
Mhm.
he has moments where he's like not cute.
Yeah.
He he sent me the a YouTube video from Christina Aguilera. It was the Beautiful song, and
Oh.
he's like, "I thought you needed that," and I was like, kinda. But I was like, "I'm still in my feels. Let me be in my feels."
That was really sweet though. It's like just like a gesture of maybe she'll need this. And they're such fixers too. Like they just want like their natural instinct is to make sure we are good.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was cute. It was sweet. He was trying, and then so he knows that I'm trying to get like some testimonials for Reiki, and he's trying to help me with my like some of the final requirements for my yoga path mastery program.
Hmm.
And he knows that I need to get these done you know we need to do it Sunday.
Yeah.
So last night I come home, I'm completely burnt out. All I want to do is go to bed like the minute I walk in the door. He goes, "Okay, I am sober. I'm ready to go. Let's do some Reiki." Um,
Okay.
oh, no, 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 no. Like, I love you, but I do not have the physical fortitude to do Reiki right now. Okay, well, how about let's do that yoga stuff. I don't even want to look at you, let alone talk to you right now. I was like, no, I just want to make dinner and go to bed. He's like, come on, we got this. He's like, well, let's do it tomorrow. And I'm like, baby, I have my meditation class tonight at Casa Shanti. There's people that are actually signed up for tonight, and which is so exciting because it's the first time we have people signed up. And I was like, uh, we'll do it after the meditation. He goes, okay. I was like, yo, you're killing me. I was like, you can't come at me when I am like burnt out and expect some Reiki.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where it's like that energy and not even time, but like energy management and knowing like what our own limits are. And also a great reminder that like sometimes we just have our own moments and it doesn't matter. Like I was having a conversation earlier this morning with my husband about some things that I'm experiencing as well. And it's like, just because we do what we do, just because we're healers and coaches and, we do all of these really cool and powerful things, doesn't mean that we're not having our human experience. It just means that we get to have our human experience. We get to figure out like what it's actually about, what it's telling us, and then we get to move forward. Yeah.
And
So,
that's I get to work 40 hours a week, and
mhm.
I'm working with the public, so I'm getting to work 40 hours with a lot of different people's energy all day, every day. So that is a lot to take on. And there are some days where I come home and I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and knowing that too is just like now I know, like now I know as I'm working, you're working your full-time job as you build your empire in the background, that it gets to be your way of building it, that you know like what hours you will work that's best for your energy, that is in, that way you can infuse into your work what it is that you feel is for the highest and best good for everyone. Yeah, including you.
Yes.
Because it's like we're like it's so funny because we create these own timelines. I This is something I'm working on. We create our own timelines, and it's like we forget that we're the motherfucking boss of our own business. Like we are the CEO. We can shift a timeline, like a physical 3D time. It's not really physical, but a 3D timeline if we want to move it back a couple of weeks or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah. So how was um, okay, so let me ask you this. How did you move through it now versus different, like maybe a year ago? How would that have looked?
Um, so even like I would say even just like 6 months ago, or you know, like that kind of time frame, like it would have spiraled so badly. Like it would have had me down for like days. Like when imposter syndrome would creep in, like it took me out for a while. But today, like I slept in a little bit longer than I would have liked to. I slept in 2 hours longer than I normally do. But I woke up, I got to, I slept in, I woke up, and I started working on my course that I'm currently working on. So I actually got some of the basic framework done, and I even got some of the work on the workbook done. So I just got stuff done and just kind of focused on like the things that I know I'm good at.
Yeah.
So, I know what I know, and that's where I put my focus at today. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I can't control the things that happen in certain aspects, so we're just going to focus on what we can focus on.
Yes. You can control what you can control. And something that's like coming in is like just for everyone. If you know human design, Stacie is a projector. So this
Yeah.
belief is like is so good for you. And I mean it's good for everyone, right? But knowing that you're a projector and knowing like the rest is part of the work for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Is such a gift.
Mhm.
I'm a Manny Gen, so and it's obvious.
Here, go, 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 go.
Yeah, I'm energized. Funny, like Gemini Sun, Aries rising, Manny Jen. So I'm like, go, and then I'm like, pivot, shift. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm creating this, and people are like, what?
Nope.
And I'm like, let's go.
And then there's me, and I'm like, Libras, I got the Libra sun, which is like, balance all the
Yeah,
options. You got Pisces moon, which is feel
feel.
everything. And then you got the Gemini rising, which is like, you don't know which face you're getting. You got all the different faces. And
Yeah.
then you got the projector, which is like, just rest, take your naps, and, wait for the
Yes.
invitation. So it's like,
Yes.
I'm just going to put my stuff out there and I'm going to nap while you come to me. I love it.
Yes. I freaking love that. And it's like, dropping all of the like I have to go make it happen and let it happen for me. And again, like if you guys are interested in human design, finding someone that is an expert in it is so beneficial. To even just find out like the basics is it's very fascinating, and it's almost like a loving call out
Mhm.
and a pivot to alignment.
There's a TikToker that I follow and I love her. She is amazing. She breaks it down so well. And then
Who is
there's
it?
Tangi HD,
Okay.
Tanggie. I love her.
Okay.
She's great. And then there's a woman on YouTube. Now she goes a little more um in depth. She's Karen something Parker. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I've actually done a couple of her courses because she actually has a couple books. She does more of like the in-depth scientific work.
Mm.
She's amazing.
I
Karen,
have a human design book, and I'm wondering if that was hers.
I'm not sure. I actually have these. This is really cool. These are, it's like a card deck.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and
Ooh.
these are, so like it literally, it's not like a tarot deck or anything,
Right.
but they like break down all of the information into cards so that you can understand. But like, oh, it's amazing. I love this thing.
I feel like I need that.
I love it. I actually got it. I won it from TNGHD. She was doing a
Oh,
giveaway and I won it for free.
thank you. More, please. So
Um,
cool.
I was like, this was like the coolest thing I've ever gotten from like a giveaway on TikTok. And yeah, this thing was like so awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, how did imposter syndrome show up in the past? I know this was a really fun one that we moved through.
Ooh. Um, so for me, the biggest way that imposter syndrome was showing up was one more course, one more certification, um, one more certificate, one more class, one more, one more, please.
And you
Um,
had, I, I, I think at one point you had written down all the ones that you had.
so yeah, that was a lot. That was bad. I have almost completed them all.
Wow.
Um, since then, I have I have actually gotten a couple more,
Hmm.
but they were all incredibly relevant, and they were ones that the ones that I did purchase were specific. They were either ones that I was like it was like a follow-up to what I was already completed and wanted to continue
Hmm.
on, or it was something that I was actually just genuinely interested
Yeah.
in for a reason. So I didn't just go out and like collect certificates anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely moved past that. And I stopped going and looking for all the free ones that I could just collect the certificate for.
Yes.
So,
I'm curious. I think I know the answer to this one, but why do you feel like you wanted like just one more certification?
well, I think we both know the answer to that, but to say it out loud, I was always afraid that I didn't have enough knowledge or like the right type of um like expertise or something to be taken like as credible. And I knew that I had the knowledge in me. I just didn't know how it would come off in the eyes of somebody else.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it was like, well, if I have this credential, then I'm going to be like the professional. So it was like every little certificate, every little thing is like more proof that I'm credible and reliable and professional. And then it was like, at what point in time am I just only learning and not doing and not
Yeah.
being and not living? And that was what I learned in Rising Phoenix was like you have to take that leap of faith and you have to just kind of stop chasing the piece of paper and start, rising from the ashes and just flying.
Yes. 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 It's like, and I just kind of want to like add into because this has come up a lot. It's not that we never get certifications. It's not that we never do them. I'm getting ready to literally launch my own as soon as my trademark gets fully registered. And the only reason I'm registering it is from a protection standpoint, but also a credit like a legal and a credibility standpoint because it is a Reiki style. So yeah, obviously I'm not like, don't ever go not get a certification, but it's like what what feels in alignment? And it's like looking at, am I chasing it just for validation or to prove that I can actually do this? Or am I doing it because I have like it feels alive in my body, it feels fun, it feels interesting, it feels like a next step for me. Because like last year I got trained in RRT and then hypnosis through RRT. And I don't know, maybe there'll be another certification that I'll go for later on. and we get to trust those
Yeah.
breadcrumbs. So it's not that it's always a no. It's like a what feels good, what feels alignment, and why are we getting the certification, right? Yeah. Yeah. So good. Okay. So how are things different for you since going through the Rising Phoenix?
I feel like two things have changed very concretely. I have started saying no to a lot of things that don't feel aligned. And I've started saying why not to the things that I would have been afraid to before,
Mm,
if that like kind of makes sense.
yeah.
Because it's like, you know, before I would have been afraid to go live on TikTok. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just go do it. Let's try it. And then, like, I spent months going live every day. And then, but then, like, for the last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, I've been feeling really run down and really low. And it was like, no, I just don't have the energy for this. So I haven't. And like being able to have those boundaries was something that I never had before. I would have pushed myself to the point
Mm,
of complete, like flare-ups and like exhaustion and fatigue, and I would have been like completely crashed out. So it's like I've given myself the freedom to not only say, yes, let's do it. Why not? This sounds fun, but also like a hard no when I need to.
yes. Ah, I love that. That is like that clearing of the good girl energy, which is also like the boundaries and the people pleasing big time. Yeah, because it's like if we are the owner of our own company, then it is up to us to be able to take care of ourselves and be supported wherever we want to be supported, and everything else will come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. This is something I'm implementing even more this year as well as my husband's getting ready to actually Thursday, he starts like working insane hours with his new military job. And I'm just like, okay. And my kid's getting ready to be on summer break. I'm like, okay, these are my hours. This is my business hours. The weekends, I'm not posting unless I feel called to. And like everything gets to be enough.
Yeah.
It just is because it's inevitable. The success is inevitable.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Um, So, what are the things that you have? So, okay, brag on yourself. What are the things that you have created? I also want to, if it's okay, would love for you to, I would also love to talk about like your shadow work masterclass, your holistic shadow work. Oh my God. But yes, brag on you.
So, speaking of the Shadow Work Masterclass,
I'm like, yes, more.
I so I decided to take your advice, and I'm doing a free Shadow Work Masterclass in June. I haven't sent out the information yet, but surprise! I'm actually going to be announcing it. I think what's today? Yeah, tomorrow.
You guys get the
So
pre.
yeah. So it's going to be a free workshop on my website for anybody who wants to join. And we're going to be doing a free holistic shadow work workshop on my website. It's going to be towards the end of June. And to kind of amp up the excitement for the whole month of June, there's going to be a 30-day shadow work prompt challenge that's going to go
Ooh.
along with a self-care challenge as well.
Ooh.
So I have this beautiful calendar that I created that'll have a shadow work prompt for every day. And then on my social media, there's going to be a self-care challenge every day. And at the end of the challenge, there's going to be a giveaway. And whoever wins is going to get some free shadow work coaching.
Yay. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm like, I went in. Can you send me the link and I will put the information? I'll tag you as a collaborator, but I'm going to pop this on my podcast too.
Okay.
And I will put that link in there. That way people can find you too.
Yeah.
I want in on this. I'm
Okay.
like, I want to do this. I
Well,
just have to go ahead.
yeah, so I'm actually sending out the email tomorrow because so tomorrow is a very special day for me. It was my mom's birthday. So May 29th was my mom's birthday, so I have the email ready to go out kind of in memorial of my mom. So that way everybody will have all the information before June 1st starts, and then they can get their free calendar, they can sign up for the workshop, and it's kind of my way of doing something special for my mom since she's not here anymore.
Oh, I love that. What a beautiful memorial and just way to take something so near and dear to your heart and be able to create such a beautiful community connection as
Yeah.
well. I love that. Oh, my heart. Um, and I also want to add like this, look, social my following, we're all healers here. We know how to do shadow work. Like we do this stuff. The way that you've done it is, I mean, first of all, your voice is amazing, and I know everybody can hear that. Like you have like such a calming, soothing voice, and just the way that you present shadow work is different than I've ever seen done. It's so different. And so you guys are listening, go sign up for this. Seriously, it blew, oh, I'm getting chills like head to toes. Like it just blew my mind. I was like, I just don't even, to leave me speechless is not very common. But it was so amazing. I just walked away with so many tangible steps. One of the action items that we actually did during the master class, actually finished it and I put it on my fridge, so it's there. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it was so cute because Selena messaged me like not even 10 minutes after, and she's like, I just wrote a whole page of glimmers. Like
Yeah.
that was so
Oh,
awesome.
so
And I was
cool.
like, yay.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Ah, I love that so much. Yes, it's just so good. It's such a different perspective. So I'm so excited for you. Okay, amazing. So, other things, what other brags do you have? Like, tell us.
Well, okay, so obviously we all know I have two books. They are both shadow work journals. They're both on Amazon. And so the first one is just shadow work itself, and the second one is inner child healing. And I am in the process of writing a third journal, and this one is going to be tapping into your villain era. Because, I mean, let's face
Nice.
it, if we're going to heal our inner shadows, if we're going to heal our inner child, we might as well step into our villain era, right? Like,
Yeah. I love the villain
oh,
era.
right? I feel like we're all like,
Mm,
yes, villain era.
yes.
So, I figure if we're going to, step one, step two, we got to get step three. But that one's probably not going to be out until the end of June because it's a little more, mm, close
Wow.
to the heart, and it's taking a little more time.
I mean, can we just say, excuse me, it's going to be at the end. I thought you were going to say the end of the year.
No,
She's like,
no,
no, I'm just writing three books. Oops, sorry, I just kicked that. Um, she's like, no, I'm just writing three books in the course of like the first 6 months of the year. It's no big deal.
I mean, it's important work. Like it's
Yeah,
the work.
I love
Um,
it.
and uh, I do have it's a personal goal. I can't guarantee that it's going to happen, but I am working on two micro courses for my site. One is it is for the holistic shadow work.
Mm,
I am hoping to have it done by the end of June, hoping.
yeah.
I am working, the one that I was working on this morning was actually the Akashic Records certification that I've been working on for
Ooh.
a while. And it's coming along beautifully. So it's actually been my most requested program that I teach. So it's
I
coming
don't think I knew that you did Akashic Records.
along. So that's something that I've been doing more as like a private, like when people ask. But yes, I'm an
Mm.
Akashic Records reader. It's part of what I do when I do like one-on-one sessions with people. And I've had a lot of people ask me if I would teach. And so I have been putting together a course, and I'm currently in the process of looking for some case studies for it. So I've actually been working on putting together like I need some volunteers. So um, I actually so I'm going to be putting out some social media posts over the next few days. I actually need volunteers for a couple of different things for some upcoming courses. So I need some people who are willing to do a couple of Akashic record sessions, a couple of past life regression sessions, and some people who are willing to let me do some virtual Reiki,
Oh,
and not just
cool.
Usui, but because I am a multi Reiki master, people who would let me do multi Reiki masters, like multi Reiki on
Mhm.
them. So,
I love
you know,
that.
because I
Oh,
like to blend my Reiki styles.
mhm.
So,
Yeah, I did the same thing until my own style was completely channeled in, and my spirit team was like, this is where everything else stops. You
mm,
do this one and this one only. And I was like, okay, but okay. Right? Okay, so let me know when you need so you need volunteers for case studies for like the readings and experiences themselves.
yes,
Okay, cool. Amazing. So if anybody's interested, I'll I'll do a collaboration with you so that way it's on your profile or it's tagged so people can easily find you. Amazing.
appreciate
And
that.
then yeah, of course. And then um insight timer meditation teacher, getting ready to have an author signing. Like, are you were you also teaching the shadow work um master class? Was that you're doing that live as well?
So,
Or did
so I am going to be teaching one at Casa Shanti in July, here in Winston-Salem, and then I'm going to be doing one online for free
wait.
for my followers. So the one
Yeah.
in person is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little more basic and more introductory, just because the people who would be attending online are going to be most likely people who have more of a shadow work understanding, whereas the people who will be coming in person probably don't. So they're going to get more of the intro level course, whereas the people online are going to get more of the what you experienced, but a little bit more to it.
Yay.
Yes.
I'm totally signing up. I'm like, I've been through this, but I'm gonna do it again.
Yay.
So, okay, amazing. Anything else that you want to, I have a couple more questions, but anything else that you want to share?
Um, at this point in time, um, I do have my website fully
Yay.
functional, which people can go online and they can book any of my services, my Reiki, they can book any of my stuff that I do. So that's exciting.
Yay.
I actually have class events for my yoga as well set up, and I do have I'm gonna be teaching the first round of Reiki Usui, level 1, starting in June as well.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. Yay. So if anybody wants to learn Reiki, if you want to learn Usui, which is like I know that everyone is like, not everyone. I would say a lot of people are like very light about like Reiki. And I'm like, look, it's the OG of Reiki.
Mhm. And a
I
lot
mean,
of people, it's where you should start. That's what I
yeah,
feel.
I feel like having a good foundation is really, yeah, it's useful.
Yeah.
And I think that too, like wherever you start, it's based on where you're called to, but having like any kind of like that understanding is really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, and there are a lot of Reiki masters who won't teach you any of the advanced practices unless you have your Usui master.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I decided to just go ahead and finally use my master's level to teach it and pass it on to the next generation.
Yeah. So good. So good. Okay. So, um, What would you tell someone who is thinking about the rising phoenix?
Do it.
Yeah.
Um, okay, if that doesn't work, why not?
I love it. We did a when where I think it was actually in the shadow work master class.
Oh yeah, the
You
PSA.
you just completely riffed on the PSA, and I was like, that is so funny because literally everyone, like anyone that goes through it will say very similar. We have warning signs, and it becomes like this
Yeah,
running joke, like warning, this will happen, warning, this will happen.
yeah. Warning, your life will completely change.
So good. And what does being the rising phoenix mean for you?
Um, it means no longer being afraid to say no. I think that's the big one. Like
Yeah.
I I no longer fear that word.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like being in your power and loving yourself. It's not even about love, but it's like just stepping into knowingness of remembering who you are enough to say no to what's not aligned.
And feeling worthy of being able to say no. Like
Yeah.
I am worth enough to be able to say no to things. Like there's a power in that just in itself. And sometimes you have to, like a phoenix, you have to burn all the shit down in order to remember that you're worth something, in order to be able to say, no,
Yeah.
like, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe another day, but not today. Mm-mm.
It was the sass for me. I was like, there she is.
Nope, there's the Libra coming out.
I love that so much. And that's exactly what it is. It's that burning away. It's like, we're not afraid to do this stuff. We do it all the time. Now let's just do it at a different level. And like, you were never lost. It was always just let's burn away the previous lifetimes, the things from this lifetime and just like rise in that flames, like that personal power. And you guys have probably gotten the vibe that even though like I feel like we're friends, like we have very different personalities, right? Where it's like you're more of the like the softer, the like lean back, the very projector, like that Pisces moon. I have a Cancer moon, by the way, so I feel everything too. I'm like, say with love and fire. And I'm like very like Gemini. I'm like here and there and bubbly and can talk to a wall and the Phoenix, like it's like that Phoenix looks different for every single one of us. And that power and that confidence looks different for every single one of us. And like this is like a really great like representation of like how it doesn't matter what your personality is. I want you to be confident like you to be in your power like you. Yeah. Amazing. Stacie, thank you so much for joining. Again, I'm loving I'm just like leaning in, watching your stories. I'm like, ooh, your stories are different. I'm seeing that. And all of like the ways that you continue to just transform and it's really amazing. And so yeah, send me over that link for when you have it for the shadow work and I'll pop that onto the podcast too. And then people can go give you a follow, ask her any questions that you want to ask about her things, go buy her books, do the things with her. And yeah, thank you again, Stacie.
You.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.